Hello, this is Dave at TitleSearch.com. Today we're going to talk about doing title searches in New York. As you know, title records for any property are housed at the county level. The county courthouse or county records office will have the documents that are needed to be retrieved to create a title search. In New York, there are 62 counties across the state. We cover all 62. We have title examiners in every county every day. We do searching on every type of property from residential, commercial, and more importantly in New York, a lot of property documents are housed at the co-op level, meaning that the ownership type for that property is a cooperative as opposed to a fee simple single family home or even a condo. In some of the counties and boroughs, there are specific requirements for recording. For example, in the Bronx, Kings County, Queens County, there's a registered land system. So the counties have created a registration for each property, and when documents go in, they have to have that county registration number on the document that corresponds to the property. In most cases, those are held through the Register of Deeds. Other counties use the county clerk to house mortgages, liens, and deeds. In almost every case, there's more than one courthouse that has to be visited. Depends upon if you're in an upstate county versus a metro county. But there's civil court records, probate records, divorce records. Each one of those areas has to be searched to make sure there's nothing that's coming into title that's not showing up just simply in the land records. New York requires that documents are prepared only by an attorney to be recorded. It's also what's called a race notice state, meaning that priority is given to documents that arrive first. So if a mortgage is recorded today, that's normally going to have priority over one that's recorded tomorrow. Some counties also require a block and lot listed on the deed rather than just the legal description. And the sheriff's deed is the method used to do a foreclosure. It's a judicial foreclosure state, meaning a mortgage is used to lend money on a property. If there's a foreclosure, it has to go through the courts, which results in that sheriff's deed. One last thing about liens in New York. If there's a judgment against a person, even if that judgment is not specifically recorded as a lien on a property, if that person owns land in the county where that judgment occurred, it automatically attaches as a lien, and it can stay as a lien for 10 years. So for example, if somebody owns a piece of real estate, they're walking their dog and their dog bites somebody, and they're sued in small claims court, they lose a lawsuit, let's say a $2,000 judgment, that judgment is automatically a lien on every property that person owns in that county during that time period. So it's important to make sure that in addition to running a title search, that the judgments are located for the person who was ever on title during that time period. So New York has very specific title search intricacies that an examiner there is going to need to know about. You want to make sure that whoever's running your search knows about what's going on in that county, where the records are there other courthouses to search, do you have to look at the microfilm, the old deed books, or can you just look at electronic records? A lot of times, especially in the metro areas, people will just look at the ACRA system, the online electronic system, and think they have all the records, but in most cases there's great opportunity for liens, mortgages, judgments to appear on a property outside of that electronic system. So you want to make sure and include all that. Those are just some of the examples of what's going on in New York State. Again, it's not all inclusive of all the rules and laws, and it's not legal advice like you get from an attorney, but it gives you an idea of what might be out there to run a title search in New York. If you need more info, you can reach us at our website, and we'd be glad to answer any questions you have.